Well, hello. Thanks so much for watching. I am here today with my friend Bridget Flynn. Hi, Bridget.
Hi, Linda. Hi, everyone.
Bridget is an amazing organizer. And today I wanted to ask you about a pretty difficult topic, an emotional topic. It's the grief involved with when you have someone who's passed. How do you deal with going through their belongings? It's a very emotional experience. I know this from personal experience, and it's a lot. And people feel like, oh, should I do this right now? What's the right answer?
There is often a lot of pressure to go through the person's stuff, usually on the personal end, because you're like, I can't bear the thought of looking at this anymore and being reminded of my loved one. But at the same time, you feel like you might die yourself if you didn't have those reminders around.
True.
So it's a bit of it's a push-pull. And if you're feeling that, that's definitely a sign that you're not ready.
Okay.
Usually what I see happen is that people tend to be ready about a year or so after. Sometimes it's 3 years, sometimes it's 5 years. That's okay. This is what I call giving yourself permission to pause. This is when, you don't have to get rid of things. You're not pressured to. This is when you have the time to wait. So give yourself permission to pause. There's a lot of pressure to go through stuff, and you don't have to go through it because grief has no schedule.
You'll kind of know when you're ready.
You will know when you're ready. And so when clients call me in to help them go through this process, I have a special tool that I use sometimes, and it's called the Decide Later box.
Ah, I love that.
Decide Later. And I like to use like a medium-sized box, it's like 24 by 24. And I label it very big and very clear, decide later. And so when you're sorting through this stuff, when there's something that you just can't make a decision on, that you put into the decide later box.
Nice.
I want you to label it clearly. I want you to store it safely out of respect for what it is and for your memories. And this keeps you organized without having to force emotional choices in the moment that can lead to regret or anger at your organizer.
Right. Like, what did they do with such and such?
Yeah.
Right.
Or should they be throw it out? It's never happened to me.
No, I love that idea because no, I'm sure not. I guess it kind of lets you let go of things in stages. So there's some things that are like, final, definitely don't need this.
Yes.
And then the other stuff you can think about.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I just had a client, her husband died about 5 years ago, and she had his clothes in the closet still. And so we donated 3/4 of it, and 1/4 of the stuff. She's like, I just want to keep it in here to remind me of him.
Yeah.
I was like, absolutely. You've got the space. It's okay.
Right. If you have the space. Right.
Yes.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
So great advice. If you need help with something like this, please contact Bridget. And of course, I'm here for your real estate needs. Maybe you need a valuation of the home for estate tax purposes. I'm happy to help with that. It would be my pleasure to help you. Thanks for joining us. Bye, Bridget. I'm Linda Dunsmore. Have a great day.